Hello, guys. Welcome back to Food Wars. Today, we have the Dairy Queen Blizzard, Oreo, and cookie dough versus the Culvers Concrete Mixer, Oreo, and cookie dough.
Let's get into this.
I think it's time we blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Firstly, the Oreos. Let's dig in.
So going off the way they're presented to us, they did melt a little bit on the car ride home, but judging by looks, we also did put them in a freezer. Just a heads up why they look a little shiny, frumpy, that too. But if you see, this looks like, your average Blizzard at Dairy Queen. And this...
It's a little bit soupy.
Yeah, this has only been sitting out for a couple minutes now, and the Culvers is a little soupy. Presentation, I'd probably go to Dairy Queen here, but don't judge a book by its cover. So, we're trying our first bite here.
It's pretty good. I'd say the Oreo is a little overpowering. Not much of a balance, personally.
I'm not sure for you guys, but that bite completely dissolved in my mouth, that custard. It might have mostly been liquid. Hold on, let me get a second bite here. Nope, same thing. You're right, though. Oreo does overpower it, especially when you get a giant chunk. That's basically what you're eating, is a soggy Oreo.
Now, I may be big for this, but when I order something with Oreos in it, I like a lot of Oreos. I don't think there's too much Oreo or that it overpowers. I just think the ice cream is very creamy and it kind of coats your mouth.
That is true. I completely agree. Overall, the flavor is not horrible. It's just the quality and the presentation. It's just all right. I'd give this out of 10, 6. It's not the greatest thing, but it's not the worst thing.
I'll give it a 7.5.
I'd give it a 7.
Now, we're going to try this Dairy Queen Oreo. First impressions are pretty good.
It stays upright. It doesn't melt immediately.
Instantly, what I'm noticing is the quality of ice cream is different. It tastes
Like ice cream.
like ice cream. It's almost creamy, but in its own way of creamy. It's different than the Culver's ice cream or custard of the way of creaminess. And also the Oreo, there's not giant chunks, so it's little chunks. I like that a lot. Personally, if those two are set in front of me, I'd go for Dairy Queen. So for Dairy Queen, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. So giving my win to Dairy Queen.
I think it's way lighter than the Culver's custard. I would also give it an 8.
I think with this one, there's actually not enough Oreo. There's just little specks that makes it Oreo flavored, but I still want some pieces in there. But the ice cream is better, so I'll give it an 8.
Next, the cookie dough flavored.
First off again, we're going to go with the Culver's custard here. Same with this. First impressions. It's pretty soupy, and I'm not really seeing a lot of cookie dough in here. It mainly just looks like soup. So, we'll see.
For the viewers at home, it looks like we're eating a bowl of yogurt.
All the cookie dough is actually hidden. I got a couple chunks of that. That was nice. Cookie dough flavor is good. But once again, it's just really creamy. I feel like if it wasn't as melted already, yet again, it's been sitting out for like 3 minutes, so it's already pretty melty. It'd be a better experience if it was more solid. This one is definitely better than the Oreo, though. So I'm going to give this one like a 7 out of 10. It's pretty good, but not amazing.
I think the cookie dough has a very nice flavor. I do think, however, I think the intention of the vanilla custard is to be a base for all the ingredients you add in. So it might not be comparable as much to the Dairy Queen, which is supposed to be sweet in its own way. I would give it an 8.
In my bite, I couldn't see any cookie dough. And as it turned out, there were 3 pieces. Big surprise. Major shock. It was a bit much. It's good cookie dough, but it was a lot to chew. So I'm going to give it a 7.
Now, let's try this Dairy Queen here. Once again, the way it's presented looks more firm and not as liquidy. And I'm not sure if we're going to test the dip because it's been sitting out for a little bit, but I bet it would not fall out if we tipped it upside down.
It looks way more mixed. It looks like there's a lot of small pieces.
It looks like it's blended like it should be.
Once again, the ice cream's better quality. But I actually like the cookie dough a little more.
Ooh.
I think one thing to note is that there are no actual pieces of cookie dough in there. It's just little flecks, just like the Oreo.
I got a piece.
But what Jit 3 is saying is it's just a better experience. It's like the flavor almost melted with the ice, or mixed with the ice cream, instead of just chunks of a cookie dough. After Jit 1's Baby Rage meltdown, he realized that there actually is cookie dough chunks in there.
Way
So
less,
overall-
way less than Culvers. And the cookie dough is worse than Culvers.
I think he's just got a bad opinion. I'm gonna give this probably a solid 8, low 8. But still, I think I'm gonna have to give the win to Dairy Queen here.
I will give it a 6.5.
I'll give it an 8.5.
So it looks like our winner is Dairy Queen.
Thank you, Jit 2.
Thank you, Jit 1.
Thank you, Jit 3.
Thank you, Jit 1.
Thank you, Jit 3.
Thank you, Jit 2.